Yo, what's up everyone? Hey guys, so now we're about to go over my magic build part 2. This is a continuation of the OP magic build video I posted recently. And guys, we are going to show you now what has changed. Guys, a lot has happened since my last video. We're going to go ahead and start with my attributes real quick, okay? So, I was told in one of my other comments that I'm an idiot because I included my strength and endurance with the magic build. Well, in actual honesty, if you read these stats correctly and do know how to read, they do tell you this exactly what I'm about to say. So, your maximum stamina is essential when you're trying to do this: move around, run, dodge, do all that stuff, right? Hit, so on and so forth. Well, when you have higher stamina, you're good. It won't drain it so much. Now, your armor weight multiplier is less, minus 1%, and that would be 78. If you look on my stats right there, 78. So, guys, the strength really does do something for you. Not only does it make your hits stronger, but it does other things too for you. So that's a plus. Endurance wise, that increases your maximum health. So, if you have any type of build, you want to have a higher health also, correct? So you don't die as quick, and so you can last longer in fights, so on and so forth. Along with that, my friends, it does increase your stamina regeneration. Alright, guys, if you look, my stamina is 83 of 83. My stamina regeneration is 68.86 a second. Alright, I'm literally regenerating my stamina before it even has a second to respond. Look, just to show you. Boom, see? Not using no potion, not doing nothing, it's just going. I can't even, I can't even do anything with without it regenerating so quickly. Also, my encumbrance limit is higher, so I can carry more stuff with me because I like to farm. Now we're gonna get into the spirituality. Guys, when I posted that last video, it was at level 14. Now it's at level 27, so basically another 14. Well, technically 13. That being said, my friends, we literally are doing my spell power of 242%. That's a grip, guys. My mana, 273. Insane, guys. So much stronger. My mana regeneration is at about 32.68 a second. So 273 divided by 32 is about almost roughly about 9 seconds, and you'll have full mana regeneration completely all the way to the top. So that's good with this build. Although I want it to be higher, it's in the process of that. Now guys, we're gonna go ahead and go with the practicality. Now this is something that I find really good because the weak spot damage, and if you see over here on this, my weak spot damage is going to be 200%. And then my stamina and mana cost, it doesn't really cost as much for that to go through, guys. You know, when I use my stamina, it doesn't cost as much for certain moves. When I use my mana, it doesn't cost as much for my actual magic. Lastly, we're going to talk about the perception, my friends. This is huge, and shout out to the person that put in my comments I should work on this because this is actually probably one of the most important stats that you should increase. The reason for that, my friends, is because the critical damage. If you guys see my critical damage down here is at 266% damage. That's a grip, guys. That's a grip. Now, also, on top of that, the critical chance is going to be, for my magic, 34%. So that's basically every 3 hits, I'm going to be doing 266 damage. That's a lot, guys. And as for melee, if I wanted to use like a sword or a hammer, it's going to be every 4th hit, and it's going to be doing 266 damage. Guys, that's basically it with the actual base stats, with the attributes. Just to kind of go over the tree stats, or tree skills, we're going to look at the actual spirituality and talk about my mana being gained 50 and this one, because this is probably one of the most important ones to have with a magic build. Receiving damage creates a magic feedback explosion, which is dealing 50% of the maximum mana, and that is as magic damage, and that's 8 meters around you. So that's approximately 8 meters, is approximately 25 feet around you. Okay, that's a pretty good amount of an area that does 50% of 273, which would be about 136, give or take. And that can happen every 30 seconds. Alright, guys? Alright, guys. So, with the skill tree, I also was told with the spirituality we should work with the wands, because that also increases your spell damage a hell of a lot. Looking at this, guys, if you equip a wand, it increases your spell power by 45% when it's equipped. So that's huge. This one also, wands have about 1.3 stronger effects. This wand has a 17 chance to restore 50% of the spell's mana cost when equipped. So that's a pretty big number, guys. It's like basically almost not losing any mana. Now, I will point out one thing, my friends, with the actual perception, because this is increasing your critical chances. Like I said, my critical chance is at 200, and that's because of that. So, guys, we're going to go ahead and now get into the actual armor. And I did post a video with where you can find this specific armor. I know this is level 1, but I do plan on upgrading it like the rest of my armor is. But that increases your mana regeneration by 0.5. And I don't have any relics attached to that. I'll get them when I get them. This is going to be the jacket that's with this hat, and it's at level 7. And it increases my spell power by 37%. Not only does it do that, it retaliates 5% of the damage that's been received from the attackers back in melee form. And it ignites an enemy when they hit you in close combat. Now we also have this one, which is the gauntlets, and that's level 7, and that increases the spell power by 22%. I don't have a relic attached to that quite yet, but we'll get there. Lastly, well, not lastly, second to last, we have the trousers, and this increases your max mana by 20.7. And then I also have the max health by 3, and again with the retaliates of the 5% damage received. Then we're going to talk about the shoes, the boots. Yep, the boots, guys. It increases your spell power by 22%. That's level 7. I do want to find the better ring of this, the greater mana ring. Don't have it yet. We'll find it soon. And this one is also going to be increased too, and this increases your critical chance. I also have this by regenerate your mana by 2, and this is going to increase your magical critical chance by 10%. There you have it, my friends. So basically, in a nutshell, this build is OP. Hell yeah, it is. Heavy cast with lightning, doing 102 damage at 58 cost, and this is doing 61 to 90 damage at 20 cost. So that's literally about 78 mana cost between the two for a heavy cast, and I still have 200 mana to go. So it's using about a third, maybe a fourth of the mana that is available to use, and I'm straight decimating all these enemies. We still have this one. I'm gonna get the poison for it, but not yet. This is also a shield that creates basically it deals the damage back to them, but a magical damage to all enemies within 4 meters. That's about roughly 13 to 14 feet in circumference around you, and it creates a magical shield for about 120 seconds. So not only that, guys, that part where you have your maximum shield with your magic, that's your shield that's formed in front of you. We also have this right here that when you charged 200% of the max mana, 200 of 200, you are going to then consume stored mana, increasing your mana regeneration by 100% for 10 seconds. Last but not least, we do have this Arcanist bow, and that is level 8, and that does 26 to 27 damage, and it does inflict poison, along with it increases the spell power by 2%. Alright guys, so now we're going to go ahead and get into showing you what this magic can do, right? This is an action. I am playing this on veteran, so that is considered hard difficulty. We are fighting Straw Father, and let's go. Full cast. Puts him on fire. Perfect, you know, because technically it's straw. You know, straw burns. You see what I'm saying, guys? Sheesh. Ooh. He got me. Kinda. For the most part, you know. Now you see these little blue things? It's gonna give me 30 mana. See that? The blue thing, I'm gonna use my mana real quick. Build it up. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. That's basically a get down against a boss on my actual magic build part 2 now. Guys, stay tuned for more, because we are going to be posting more builds. It's basically endless. There's going to be so many different things. I'm also going to be dropping some videos on where to find the items that I have acquired. And yeah, man, you guys have a great rest of your day. Please hit up them comments. Let me know what you guys are rocking, what you want to see. And, you know, if you don't mind, press that like button along with that subscribe button. I would appreciate the support, my friends. I also do accept memberships. There is 2 levels of that. You know, so if you want to become a member of my channel, all the more better. And I appreciate you. Adios, man.